interrupt our regularly scheduled programming to bring you this local Pueblo sports broadcast. This is Csu-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo, 1350. Let's head courtside and join the voice of the pack, Jim Brooks.
And a very pleasant good evening, everybody. Welcome to Spearfish, South Dakota, here on the campus of Black Hills State University for tonight's Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference doubleheader as the Thunderwolves on the road. First game back after the Christmas holiday break. Getting a little game in here before New Year's Day, a couple days from now, and it's a one-game road trip. Quite a ways to come for one game, but that's what's on the schedule, and that's what's in front of the Thunderwolves here tonight as they take on the Yellow Jackets. Both women and men's game should be good ones here, as the Black Hills State Women's Ball Club only has lost twice this year in conference play. They are 2-4. Thunderwolves women, of course, leading the conference, undefeated at this point, 6-0, and looking for more. And this was a site of probably one of the most dramatic games. I don't know if it was the most dramatic games, but probably the most dramatic ending of a game last year when Jasmine Johnson hit a shot at close to the buzzer in overtime for the Thunderwolves women to pull out a victory here and to keep their undefeated string alive at that point in the season. And it was a good one. And the men's games here always seem to be pretty entertaining as well. So we look forward to this double header here tonight for the Thunderwolves, the last game of the 2017 portion of the holiday schedule. Some games already in the books this weekend in RMAC women's play. We've had a final today as well. Last night, Fort Lewis defeated Chadron State 86-48. Carter Christian over Adams State 59-55. A game earlier this afternoon, Westminster in a dandy of a game over in Salt Lake City defeated Mines 68-66. The men's game there just getting set to start. Men's play last night. Fort Lewis stays hot. They retain a share of the conference as far as losses go. They beat Chadron State 88-65. Adams State in a thriller over Colorado Christian last night, 85-83. As full a slate as you can have in the RMAC here tonight, as we have 7 games. Here, as we mentioned, the finals already. Also, I have 2 finals already in women's play. We mentioned the Westminster game over Mines. South Dakota Mines defeated New Mexico Highlands earlier this afternoon, 86-47. Other games in action tonight, of course, this one here. UCCS is at Western State, Chadron State's at Adams State, Regis at Fort Lewis, and Metro State at Mesa. So we'll keep you up to date on those games as much as we can. A little earlier start here for us than our normal 5 o'clock or 5:30 starts here, starting at 4 o'clock with tip-off here tonight for these 2 ball games. This is the Thunder Zone Pizza and Tap House pregame show. And when we come back, we'll talk to the head coach, Curtis Lloyd. That all comes your way next. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. Tap House pregame show, and joining me now, head coach Curtis Lloyd. Curtis, first of all, how was your Christmas?
It was fine. Thank you. Thank you very much. I ate a lot and got caught up on some sleep.
There you go. Didn't we all? And we were heading out on this road trip here. It's kind of an unusual trip where you come this far just to play one game, but you got to deal with it.
Well, we do. And again, we talked about earlier how our schedule favors us. Even though this is a tough, long trip, we still need to get something good out of it and, go ahead and get it out the way.
Now, traditionally, this has been a pretty tough opponent for the Thunderwolves over the past 4 or 5 years. Had some great ball games, had a game winner here last year in this place. It's always tough to come here.
Okay, I believe you.
I just educate you.
Okay, I believe you, but I think one, I benefit from having this group of seniors and a few juniors that's won a lot of games, and they've done a good job with just kind of trusting our process that we've trying to build here. One and done, inside, outside, game, weak side boards. So we're just going to go into it with that mindset.
Well, and they're a ball club looking just from their numbers. They score the ball pretty well, it looks like, this year, up over 70 points a ball game, which is pretty impressive.
It does, and that's where we're really going to focus in on our defensive intensity tonight and just try and really do a good job with that, but also, they do a good job of getting to the basket, kicking to each other, and, you can't stop everything just like teams with us, but as long as we can match that intensity, I think we're going to be okay.
And one of the other things they do defensively on the other end, it seems like they're forcing a lot of turnovers. I guess that's probably a point of emphasis for your ball club, take care of the basketball.
That's a big point of emphasis, taking care of the basketball and just playing within ourselves. We're not going to have that home run pass or that home run score, so just take care of the basketball and do what we need to do.
Well, health-wise, you're always worried coming out of a break like this how people are going to react. We noticed last night in practice, T had maybe a problem with a hip flexor or a groin issue. Also, Katie missed the last ball game. Why don't you update us on their conditions for this game?
They are green means go, so they're ready to go. And everybody at this stage has either needed a mental or physical blow. But here's the thing: everybody was off until the 26th. Everybody had 2 or 3 practices before we played, and so we're just gonna go with it.
And then finally going to this ball game, we touched on their defense forcing a lot of turnovers. They score the ball a lot, but I'm sure you're probably thinking they haven't faced the Thunderwolves yet. We're going to give them a dose of our defense.
Yeah, well, we just have, again, stay within what we do. They have a really good offense, a really good coach who's organized and been here for 16 years. So, they have their base offense and what they're trying to do, and we have our base offense and what we're trying to do, and, nothing like a meeting at the OK Corral.
Yeah, just do what we do and do what we do best, better than them.
That's right, yeah.
All right, good luck tonight.
Thank you. Go Thunderwolves.
All right, Thunderwolves head coach Curtis Lloyd back with more of our Thunderwolves pregame show, brought to you by the Thunder Zone Pizza and Tap House on Fox Sports Pueblo. So we get set for tonight's ball game. Thunderwolves and the Yellow Jackets. They're the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. We may have a change for Black Hill State. They have a transfer student that's in. They were a little coy on if they're just going to start tonight, so we'll see here. Katie Cunningham back in the lineup for the Thunderwolves, 6-foot senior out of Aurora's Grandview High School, 6.5 points, 9.5 rebounds a game, leads the team in assists, averaging 5.2 per ball game. Taylor Long, 5'8" senior out of Moreno Valley, California, 9.5 points, 4 rebounds a ball game. Csu Anderson, dealing with a little bit of a groin strain, but going to start and give it a go. 5'9" senior out of Vancouver, Washington, averaging 10.5 points, 2.5 rebounds a game. Lauren Hine, 6'1" junior out of Loomis, California, 10 points, 7 rebounds a ball game. And Molly Rohr, 6'3" junior out of Greenwood Village, Colorado, at the Cherry Creek High School, 15.5 points, 5 rebounds a game, leads the conference in block shots. Head coach Curtis Lloyd in his first year at the helm here for the Thunderwolves. For Black Hill State, under the direction of Mark Knorr in his 16th season as head coach of Black Hill State, it'll be Julia Siemens. She's a 5'6" junior out of Gillette, Wyoming, 8.5 points, 2.5 rebounds a ball game. Remy Wenches, he's a 5'10" junior out of Oneida, South Dakota, 6.5 points, 2 rebounds a ball game. Rachel Erickson, 5'11" senior out of Cheyenne, Wyoming, 13.5 points, 3.5 rebounds a game. Katie Messler, 6'2" freshman out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, 5 points, 8 rebounds a ball game. And Keely Bertram, 5'10" junior out of Elk Point, South Dakota. She's averaging 7.5 points, 5.3 rebounds a ball game. Danielle Noble is their transfer, who is coming out of Northern Colorado. Junior, this will be her first action of the year tonight, and we'll see when she gets into the ball game. That's the wild card in this ball game. Let's see here, we got our officials somewhere. Here we go. Jacob Finn's the referee tonight. Jessica Fortner and Royce Wurtzer are your officials for tonight's ball game. We sit courtside here at the Newman Center. Beautiful facility here. Got a huge indoor track facility. They got their weight room. It's also doubles as a community center as well. So the community very involved here in Spearfish. Snowing here today. A couple inches of snow on the ground, and it's still coming down. And that could be an adventurous trip home for the Thunderwolves. Came up in heavy winds yesterday. Visited Mount Rushmore as well. So it was a full day on the travel day. Thunderwolves moving right to left as we look at it, and they control the tap in their road blue with red numerals, white trim, Yellow Jackets in their home yellow with white numerals, green trim. Csu works her in fade on the right wing, comes way outside to Cunningham, who's back in the lineup after missing the last game against Western State a couple weeks ago. Here's Katie driving down the lane, kicks it into the corner. Long drives the baseline, gives it to Katie Cunningham, fakes the three-pointer, moves in. Holds the ball, 8 on the shot clock. Long now at the free throw line, cut off there. 5 on the shot clock. Katie drives into the paint, goes up and under with a left hand, scoop up and in. So Katie Cunningham gets the Thunderwolves on the board first here. Ball out top, Wenches with it. Up top to Siemens. They play catch along the top of the key. Works around a screen. Long fights through the screen. Pass to the right side. That's a double dribble or a travel. Here on Keely Bertram. Take your pick there. So the turnover gives it to the Thunderwolves. Inbounds to Cunningham. Faces the man-to-man defense. She's picked up by Wenches. Right at the timeline. Gets it across. Now goes to Hine at the high post. Turns, faces. Lobs underneath the Roar. She's wide open, but too far underneath the basket. Loses control. Goes up with the right hand hook. Missed it badly. And the rebound underneath to Black Hill State. They run the floor beautifully. Erickson in for the left miss, but she drew the foul. Quick outlet pass there, and they got up the floor in a hurry, and the foul is on Katie Cunningham. So at the free throw line, Rachel Erickson, 74% on the year. Left-hander flips it up and in. Kind of a sparse crowd here. No students on campus, as you might expect at this point in the year. Second toss up and good, so a couple of free throws ties the game up at 2 apiece. Thunderwolves ball. As we played a little over a minute here, Cunningham brings it across the timeline. They trap her. She's in trouble. Gets rid of it to Csu-Pueblo. Now she fights through, goes right side. Long is wide open in the corner for 3, short. Roar with a rebound on the other side. Triple teamed, and finally they call the foul. She was being whacked at from 3 different angles. And the foul called on Black Hills State. Yellow Jackets force 24 turnovers a game. They're very aggressive on defense. +8 in that category. Wide open is Long on the inbounds, and she banks it in. Somebody went to sleep on the weak side there for Black Hills State. Allowed Long in to get the shot up and good. So it's 4-2, Pack on top. Dribble around the screen out top. It's Erickson. Long loses the ball. Cunningham has it. Fires it ahead to Csu-Pueblo. She's ahead of the field. Chases the ball down on the baseline, but runs out of real estate. The pass just a little too far out in front from Cunningham, so the ball goes over to the Yellow Jackets. So Thunderwolves miss out on a fast break opportunity there. Siemens gets the ball to Wenches. She brings it across the timeline. Up top to Siemens. Onto the left wing. Thunder will settle into a zone on this trip. Into the corner. Wenches is open. Jumper on the way. Off the iron, no good. Csu-Pueblo with a rebound on the weak side. And she'll dribble it out of there herself. Fires it ahead to Cunningham. In from the left. Drives to the baseline. Goes underneath the basket. Passes off to the other side to Hine. Air ball from about 10 feet. And the rebound to Erickson. Back the other way come the Yellow Jackets. So the Thunderwolves have missed out on a couple of fast break opportunities in the game. Ball's loose on the deck, but it's picked up right in front of us by Siemens. Thunderwolves with some quick hands here in the early going. They settle back into their 2-3 zone here. They'll trap on the edges when they get the chance. Ball out top. Erickson, long three-pointer on the way. Very short, just grazed the front iron. And Cunningham gets the rebound for the Thunderwolves. She'll bring it across the timeline. Dribbles to the right wing. Lobs it to the baseline to Long. Cut off. Looked like she walked with it. Shot was good, but she shuffled the feet. So the ball goes over to the Yellow Jackets. Curtis Lloyd arguing the call, but it looked pretty obvious to me. Here's the ball ahead to Wenches. She brings it across the timeline. And we'll stay in their 2-3 zone. Bertram is holding the ball way outside onto the left wing to Siemens. Black Hill State seems a little confused by this zone right now. Here's Bertram on the left wing. Now they go to the high post, wide open. Wenches from 15. Missed it. And the rebound back to the baseline. Saved by the Yellow Jackets, and they bank it in on the baseline. Bertram with the hoop. Ties the game up at 4 apiece. A little fortunate there were the Yellow Jackets, but they take full advantage of it. Cunningham brings it across the timeline. Yellow Jackets will trap when they get the chances. On the right side, here's Long. They switch. Now they double team her, and they knock the ball free, and they steal it. Back the other way, 2-on-1. In from the left, layup, no, but a foul on Taylor Long as she whacked Keely Bertram, hit her across the top of the head. And that'll be 2 free throws for Black Hill State, a chance for them to get their first lead of the game. Free throw up and good. Bertram with her 3rd point here of the early going. Chance for 4 here from the line this year. She's been a 60% free throw shooter. And she hits a pair. So it is 6-4 Yellow Jackets. Cunningham gets it across the timeline. Dribbles to the top of the key. Keeps the dribble alive now. Now angles toward the right wing, directing traffic with the dribble. Goes into the corner to Tulesu. She drives to the baseline underneath the basket. Fakes. Now kicks it into the corner. Wide open is Long for three. Off the back iron. No good. Rebound of the Yellow Jackets. Back the other way. Here's Bertram. She has Cunningham to beat. Now goes outside to Wenches. Down to the baseline. All wide open shot. Blocked by Rohr. Underneath it. She sent the shot by Wenches packing. Back the other way is Long. In for left. She goes all the way to the hoop. Missed the layup. A lot of contact there. No call. But looked like Long forced the contact. Bertram back the other way. Feed to the high post. Messler has it. Turns, faces, drives in. Ball stripped away by Long, and she has the steal. Brings it across the timeline. Angles in from the right. Nice back pass to Cunningham, and she hits on the fast break. Beautiful pass by Taylor Long. Ties the game up at 6 apiece. All up top. Here's Bertram with it. Thunder will stay in their 2-3 zone. Ball to the high post. Wenches with it. She drives into the paint. Cut off. Goes outside. 3 ball away. No, we got a... Traveling is the call. Or wait a minute, no, not a traveling. It's an offensive foul. Illegal screen on Remy Wenches. And that is her second. They would have rather had the walk call there. Oh, Thunder will make some substitutions here as Vallejo's into the ball game along with Jenna Knoffel. Cunningham will bring it across the timeline for the pack. Goes up top to Hine. Hine holds it there, gives it off to Vallejos. Vallejos dribbles around a screen, kills the dribble. That's dangerous against this trapping zone. Here's Rohr up top to Vallejos. Lobs underneath. Here's Hine, goes up with the left hand. Hook missed it badly, and back on the other side, the rebound for Black Hills State. They get the outlet pass ahead to Siemens. Siemens feeds it to the top of the key. As Hannah Cass into the ball game. First substitution in the game for Black Hills State as well. They feed it down low on the block. Backing her way in. Shot no good. Rebound by Hine. Hine gets the outlet pass ahead to Cunningham. Fires it to the left side to Knoffel. Knoffel lobs it underneath the Rohr. That might be an offensive foul. Nope, they're going to call a holding foul here on Black Hills State. I thought they might have ticketed Rohr there. She was pretty aggressive. And a foul is on Black Hills State. Got our first time out of the ball game. We're all tied up at 6 apiece. 4:42 to go here in the first quarter. Thunderbolts basketball brought to you by Southern Colorado Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. Here at the start, as we expected, coming in here this evening. Black Hills State 4-2 in conference play. Thunderbolts 6-0. It'll be Vallejos who triggered in on the baseline for the Thunderwolves. Holds it, a little bit of trouble here. Has a lob it way outside, gets it to Cunningham. He chases it down. Now back to Vallejos. Trying to post up Rohr on the block. They quickly double team her. Back to the corner. Vallejos. She drives in, stops. Kills the dribble. Goes out top to Hine. Right side to Knoffel. 18 on the shot clock. Knoffel moves in. Now steps back for the 15-footer. Missed it off the back iron. And a foul on Hine going over the back. Black Hills State doing a good job so far taking away the post entry pass to Molly Rohr, and when she gets it, she's a little bit too far off the block to do anything with it. Perhaps to start going to a little high-low game with her. Ball on the left side, Erickson with it. She's going to jack up a 3-ball swish from about 23 on the left wing. That's your basic zone breaker. Makes it 9-6. Black Hills State with a 3-point lead. Here's Hine to the free throw line. Down the lane she goes. Running left-hander, missed it. And the rebound underneath the Siemens. Thunderbolts have missed a couple of easy opportunities here so far. Here's Siemens across the timeline. Goes on the left side now to Erickson. Thought about jacking another 3 from about another 10 feet out. Here's a feed down to the block. Moving her way in is Cass, and she is fouled. Foul is on Molly Rohr. 4th team foul on the Thunderwolves. First on Rohr. And Cass at the free throw line. On the way, missed it badly. She's only a 64% free throw shooter. 25 of 39 coming in. Make it 25 of 40. As a team, they shoot 74% due to the Yellow Jackets. That's their first miss of the team in this game. Second toss up and good. So 1 out of 2 for Cass. And that makes it 10-6. Biggest lead of the early going here for the Yellow Jackets. They pick up the defensive intensity here. They get right up in your grill. There's a lob underneath the Roar. She's in this time with the left hand and banks it in. Great pass that time by Knaufel. So Roar gets off. And now we've got stepping on the sideline right out in front of us here as they come across. Just carelessly that time stepping out of bounds are the Yellow Jackets. So it's Thunderwolves basketball. Inbounds pass to Cunningham. See if they can take advantage of this little mini break. Here's Hine. Holds it. Right side of Leos. Lobs it down low. Cunningham's wide open. Goes in. Doesn't take the shot. Goes outside to Knaufel. We've got an injury on the play. Or somebody was decked out front. It was Roar writhing in pain out front. And now the officials chalk it over. Now they're going to separate the teams. They may be going to go look at the screen here. I'm not sure what they're going to have in mind. They stopped play for the moment. No call was made. They just stopped action as Roar was tangled up with one of the Yellow Jackets out around the top of the key. Strange. No explanation. Here's Cunningham with it. Hands it off to Knaufel. Knaufel, left side to Cunningham. Cunningham drives the baseline. Goes underneath the basket. Scoop shot up and in on the reverse. Cunningham with 6. The defense was so conscious of not leaving Molly Roar. It allowed Cunningham just to go in on the backside. Here's a fake of the three-pointer by Erickson. She's got that quick trigger. She drives it, running left-hander, no good. Rebound to Csu-Pueblo. It was a gorgeous-looking shot. It just didn't go. Cunningham fires it ahead to Knaufel. Thought about jacking the three. Goes to Roar at the free throw line. Lobs it to Hine underneath. And she is manhandled. Gets it up and in anyway. Just muscled it up and in. 12-10. If they aren't going to give you the call and they're going to whack you in the face, don't worry about it. Just make 2. Here's a three-pointer by Siemens off the back side. No good, but their weak side rebound blocked by Roar. They get the rebound to the Yellow Jackets moving in. Nice pass underneath, but it's deflected at the last minute and stolen by Cunningham. She'll bring it across the timeline to the free throw line. Feeds it into the corner. Csu-Pueblo fakes the 3. Drives into the paint. Kicks it outside. Roar. Free throw line jumper is good. Molly Roar with 4. 8 in a row by the Thunderwolves. They lead at 14-10. It seems like this physical play has kind of inspired the pack right now as the Yellow Jackets getting after them a little bit. Thunderwolves now look to trap. Csu-Pueblo goes for the steal. Doesn't get it. Looked like a shuffle. The feed out top by Cass. Now feed down low. Shot blocked by Roar. Rebound to Cunningham. Back come the Thunderwolves. 3-on-2. Cunningham to the free throw line. Down the lane she goes. Running left-hander. Left it short. Rebound foul on Cunningham, I believe. Yep. That'll be foul number 2 on Katie. 15 foul on the Thunderwolves. That could be a key call in this game. Thunderwolves look like they're going to have an easy breakout that time. Instead, Katie picks up her second foul. That'll probably get her a ticket to the bench for the majority of the rest of this first half. Here's a feed out top. Siemens with it. Now goes left side to Cortez Standing Bear, who's into the game here for Black Hills State. Ball deflected, but comes down to the post. Ball knocked away. It's stolen by Hine. Thunderwolves with some quick hands here. 1:15 to go in the first quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 14-10. They're on an 8-0 run right now. Here's Long. Reversing, drives the baseline. Running left-hander, missed it. And the ball rebounded on the backside by Standing Bear. She gets it across the timeline. Kills the dribble. Now gets rid of it to Siemens. Out to the high post. Feed it into the corner. Three-pointer on the way. It's good. 3-point basket by Abby Switzer. That stops the run. It's 14-13. Thunderwolves still lead it by 1. Here's Csu-Pueblo feeding it to Hine. Up top, ball deflected and stolen by the Yellow Jackets. Back the other way. Here's Standing Bear in from the right cutoff. Now feeds it outside. Quick fire three-pointer again. This time it's an air ball, but the rebound comes out on the backside. Deflected out of bounds by Cunningham. Goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Black Hills State. Black Hills State a little fortunate here. A couple of their bad misses have been so bad it's enabled offensive rebounds here so far in this game. They're not bashful about firing the 3. They average 7.5 3-point makes a game. A couple more than the Thunderwolves. Here's a feed to the free throw line. Going to take the jumper. Swish. They left Katie Messler open and she buries it. And Black Hills State back on top 15-14. As they've come back with 5 in a row after the Thunderwolves scored 8 in a row. Here's Cunningham, feeds it to the baseline to Roar. Underneath the hoop, too far underneath the hoop. Ball knocked away, and Double dribble is the call, although Rohr had the ball swatted out of her hands. I'm not sure you can call over double dribble when you have the ball swatted out of your hands, but that was the interpretation. So back the other way comes Black Hills State. 2 seconds to go. Shot from the free throw line is up, no good. Cunningham with the rebound at the buzzer. So Black Hills State comes back to get the lead after one. They lead it 15-14. Thunderwolves basketball brought to you by Southern Colorado Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. Spearfish take away a foul from Katie Cunningham. She only has one. And then I've got to add a foul on the other side on Black Hills State. I'm wondering if the official scorer, it's either that or I just flat put a foul down on the wrong side. Well, we're not going to argue about it because we'll go with one with Katie. That's the reason she's back in there. No reason to panic with only one foul. Black Hills State ball first to start this second quarter, leading at 15-14. Here's Thunderwolves go into a trap. They've got Standing Bear in trouble. Loses it. It's knocked free, and Tule-Su's ahead of the field. In from the left. Layup good. First bucket of the game for Tule-Su Anderson. So the Thunderwolves giving Black Hills State a dose of their own medicine, trapping out front and getting the easy breakout. Back in front, 16-15. Now Thunder will settle into the zone. They'll trap out of it when they can, like they did last possession. Here's a turnaround jumper from the free throw line. No good by Messler. Rebound underneath. Cunningham rips it free, avoiding the held ball call. There's a long feed up ahead to Tule-Su on the right wing. Step back three on the way short. Hit the front iron. And the rebound belongs to Bertram. She gets the outlet pass ahead to Standing Bear. She'll bring it across the timeline. Now up top. Standing Bear with it to the high post, turning, facing Messler. Can't do anything with it. That's in danger of 3 seconds there. Finally gets rid of it. Here's a cutter to the hoop, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Black Hills State. I think the official's kind of generous there with Black Hills State. That easily could have been a 3-second call on Messler. She was just turning and holding the ball. She had a foot in the lane the whole time she was doing it, and eventually the pass went out of bounds. So maybe the basketball gods on the Thunderwolves side there. Here's Long dribbling in from the left wing. Stops, can't pop. Holds the ball on the baseline. Skips across court to Tule-Su. She'll drive the baseline. In from the right. Goes up and hits. Offensive foul is the call, though, on Tule-Su. Not so sure about that one. I thought it was an N1 opportunity. There's looked like Tule-Su knifed her way in there. Went by the side of the defender, but they called the foul on Tule-Su. So it's a know your geography call. Ball on the right side. Standing Bear with it, lobs it down. Step back jumper by Messler off the back iron, no good. Rohr had the rebound, lost, but it goes right to Hine, and she's whacked that in the backcourt. But you got to be ready every time you have the ball. Here's Hine. She's going to dribble it down the lane herself. Goes up with a running left-hander. Ball stripped away at the last minute. She looks down at her hand. Probably going to show the ref the welt. Goes out of bounds. You got to be extra tough. Here's Rohr giving it off now to Long. Long gives it off to Tule-Su, dribbles into the paint, stops, kicks it into the corner to Cunningham, won't take the jumper, a little jab step, looking for Rohr, now backs her way to the baseline, goes underneath the hoop, kills the dribble, outside to Rohr, is open, 15-footer on the way, swish. Molly Rohr with her 6th point of the game, little mid-range flip, and it's 18-15. Thunderwolves with 4 in a row here to start this second quarter, have the lead. Here's a feed to the high post. Turning, facing with it is Messler. They back off her now. They go out left side. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound to Cunningham for the Thunderwolves. She'll bring it across the timeline. Angles to the right wing. Goes behind the back with the dribble to the free throw line. Cut off there into the corner to Tule-Su. Jab step. Now drives into the paint. Goes outside. Another offensive foul called on Tule-Su Anderson. So that's the second offensive foul on Tule-Su Anderson. Hine out, and into the game, Kaya Adams for the first time for the Thunderwolves. Inbounds pass comes in to Standing Bear. She'll bring it across the timeline for the Yellow Jackets. Feed to the high post, turning, facing, moving in, can't get the shot off, goes outside to Standing Bear. Onto the right side to Erickson. Erickson, she's going to take the long three. That one's way off the mark, an air ball, and the ball bounces out of bounds. So Erickson has hit one long-range deep three, but now has come back to miss a couple badly. She's not bashful about taking it. You give her a little bit of space, and she'll jack it up from as far as 25 feet away. Cunningham right side to Long. Thunderbolts lead it 18-15. Dribbling around a screen is Long. To the free throw line. Down the lane she goes. Running left-hander. High off the glass. Up. 4 points for Long. It's 20-15. Thunderbolts' biggest lead of the ball game right now. Ball on the left side. Here's Standing Bear. Dribbles out, stop. Gives it up top to Hannah Cass. Dribbles at the top of the key. Now hands the ball off. They play catch around the perimeter. This Thunderbolt zone packing it in. Now they come outside with it. Daring hit the three. Now they go up top. Three-pointer on the way by Erickson. Way off the mark. And the long rebound again comes to the Yellow Jackets. Down the lane. Erickson, no, but she is fouled. And the foul called on Kaya Adams. Yellow Jackets using the backboard and rim as a passing apparatus in this game with their long-range threes that are way off the mark. Here's Erickson at the line, left-hander, flips it up and in. She's now 3 for 3 from the stripe in this game, has 6 points in the game. 74% free throw shooter on the year. Second toss in and out. Rebound to the baseline. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Yellow Jackets. As Adams was battling over there on the baseline with Hannah Cass, and it belongs to the Thunderbolts. They're going to go full-court pressure here. Long gets it into Cunningham. They just turn and face. Now they just back out of there. It's an easy press to break. Bring it across the timeline. Cunningham streaks down the lane, goes right side to Long, fakes, drives to the free throw line, step back, offensive foul called. Oh, my goodness. Four team fouls here on the Thunderbolts in this second quarter, none on Black Hills State. 3 of them of the offensive variety here on the pack. Feed out top, now onto the left wing. Ball knocked away and stolen by Cunningham. Gets it to Long. Long across the timeline, ahead to Cunningham. In for left, cut off on the baseline. Now dribbles out of there. Now reverses, drives the baseline underneath the hoop, skips it into the corner. Wide open, Knoffel. Three-pointer up off the back iron, no good. And the rebound to Black Hills State. They get the outlet pass ahead to Siemens. Fires it up ahead to Erickson, skips it up top. This is Cass, back to Erickson, goes underneath, open, left-hand hook shot blocked by Rohr, rebound to Cunningham. Now Katie will slow things down. And we'll bring it across the timeline. Curtis Lloyd telling his ball club, preaching, you got to be tough, and that's what you got to be here on the road. You're not going to get anything. Here's Cunningham. Holds it on the right wing. Trying to get it to Adams, posting up, can't find her. Goes to Knoffel. Now goes left side to Long. 5 on the shot clock. Long drives the baseline, pulls up, little mid-range, flip in and out. Heartbreak City there. And the rebound underneath to Erickson as she ripped it free from Long. Ahead to Siemens, drives the baseline, shot blocked, and Rohr gets the rebound. Ahead, we got an injury here, but the Black Hills State player going to get up. She was acting like she was hurt. She saw that the Thunderbolts had numbers. And then she quickly got up, but now Curtis Lloyd takes a timeout. So 4:59 to go here in the second quarter. Thunderbolts lead at 20-16. Thunderbolts basketball brought to you by Southern Colorado Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. Great start here of this second quarter. They've outscored Black Hills State only 6-1. They've held them to 1 point. They've failed to take advantage of a couple opportunities. But 3 offensive fouls against the Thunderbolts have not helped any. Jessica Fortner, one of the referees, doing her part. Here's Long at the center circle, dribbles to the right wing, hands it off. Now to Cunningham, has the ball poked at, no call. At the free throw line, now down the lane she goes, running left-handed, a little too strong. Missed it on the backside, and the rebound to Black Hills State. Erickson, nice pass up ahead, in from the left, layup good by Siemens. 20-18, Thunderwolves by 2. So miss an easy one on one end and give up an easy one on the other. Here's Rohr backing her way into the paint, goes up with the left hand, whacked that, no call, my goodness. Long feet up ahead. Here is Wenches down the lane, running right-hander, it's good. The die has been cast. You're just going to have to get extra tough and play is a little stronger. You're not going to be handed a thing in this game. And some things are going to be taken away from you. It's just begun to be clear. That is the case here tonight. Here's a bad pass, though. You can't do that. That's another thing. If you're not going to get any calls, you can't be careless. And back the other way come the Yellow Jackets. Here's Siemens at the top of the key. Moves in, going to jack up a 3-ball. It's good. Yellow Jackets back out on top by 3, 23-20. Here's Long on the left wing. Thunderbolts seemingly had it in control. Here's Cunningham, drives to the paint, stops, won't pop. Looking for Rohr, finds her on the block. Has some clear space this time, goes up with the left-hand hook and hits. Rohr with 8, 23-22. So that stops an 8-0 run by the Yellow Jackets. 7-0 run, beg your pardon. No, it is an 8-0 run. Now I look back on it. It was 20-15 at one point. Ball on the left side. And they feed it down on the block, backing her way in. Turn around, jumper on the way, missed it. Long had the rebound, whacked it, and now the whistle does come out, and finally they had to call the foul because the ball went off a Long out of bounds. Jessica Fortner tried her best not to call it, but then she just finally had to call a foul against Black Hills State. She may just be the worst in the RMAC I've seen. Here's Cunningham bringing it across the timeline. Holds the ball there, up top, and then a foul on the Yellow Jackets. As plowing through Hine to knock the ball loose, foul called on the Yellow Jackets. That's on their new ball player this year, Danielle Noble, the transfer from Northern Colorado. Seeing her first action here of the year. Csu lobs the ball into Rohr. Turns, faces, look out. We're going to watch those hands from behind as they'll attack. Here's Knaufel. Knaufel reverses, dribbles to the right wing, hands it off to Csu Anderson. Dribbles around a screen. Oh boy, Rohr was open, didn't see her. Now here's another foul out top as they deck Csu. This foul will be on Rachel Erickson. So third team foul here on Black Hills State, all in the last 20 seconds or so. Csu Anderson to trigger it in. Gets it in the corner to Knaufel. Lobs underneath the Rohr. She's in, goes up with the left hand. In from the right with the left hand. That was kind of unusual. She has 10. Thunderwolves back on top, 24-23. Quickly back the other way. Siemens drives in, cut off, comes outside. Three-pointer on the way, off the mark, no good. Rebound on the baseline, knocked out of bounds by Black Hills State. It'll belong to the Thunderwolves. Definite game of runs in this game so far. Thunderwolves had an 8-0 run. They've had a 6-0 run. Black Hills State has had a 8-0 run and a 7-0 run in this game. Here's Cunningham. Well, they switch on her. They got her in trouble. And she's tied up, but the alternating possession will belong to the Thunderwolves. Katie a little frustrated there. Black Hills State, they're very good on the trap. They spring it at you when you least expect it. Inbounds pass to Cunningham out at the top of the key. Dribbles around a screen. They switch on her. She drives to the baseline, goes all the way underneath the hoop and lays it in. Katie Cunningham has a 26-23. So now the Thunderwolves on a 6-0 run. Feed it to the high post. Messler into the corner. Now outside. Now down the lane. Ball knocked free. Comes right back to Black Hills State. They get rid of it to avoid the 3-second. Cunningham gets knocking the ball out of bounds as they tried to hit Siemens, who was open in the corner. So it'll be Yellow Jackets ball here. 1:36 to go in the second quarter. Thunderwolves by 3. Inbounds pass wide open. Messler missed it. And the rebound to Rohr. Gets the outlet pass to Csu, and the Thunderwolves will hold things up here. Cunningham will bring it across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. Hands it off to Csu on the right wing. Sets a screen for her. Now they come out, flash it on Csu, double teamer. And lost it, traveled with the ball. Well, that pressure, there's that trap again. Sprung on Csu Anderson, and she dragged the pivot foot. Thunderwolves now with 9 turnovers in the game. Black Hills State, though, they have 11. That's a credit to each team's defense. Been very aggressive. Feed on the right wing. Now they skip it to Erickson. Drives the baseline. Steps away. Air ball. Rebound to Rohr. It's the outlet pass to Cunningham, and Cunningham now will bring it out of there. We're under a minute to go now here in the second quarter. Thunderbolts on top 26-23. Cunningham dribbles to the right wing, trapped, look out, gets rid of it to Rohr. Rohr down the lane, stops and pops from about 10, missed it, decked after the shot. Back the other way comes Black Hills State. Here comes Erickson, stops and pop. No, she tried to pass it off and threw it away. Should have taken the shot. She tried to throw the pass underneath to Noble, and Noble was setting up for the rebound. The ball whistled right by her right ear and out of bounds. It's now about a 1.6 differential here. Shot and game clock. Thunderbolts will take it all the way down as far as they can anyway here and try to get the last shot going into the locker room. Csu on the left wing. They'll take an easy one though if they get it. Lob it underneath and she threw it away trying to, but the ball saved on the baseline to, nope, standing on the line was Rohr. As Hines saved the errant pass, but when she threw it back into Rohr, Rohr was on the baseline. So that was careless. Across the timeline comes Siemens to the high post. Here's Cass. Now goes left side. Jumper on the way. Swish by Siemens. Leaves a little bit of time on the clock. 4 seconds to go. Cunningham now from half court launches, and it's no good. Well, we've reached the end of the second quarter here. Hard-fought ball game so far, a game of runs, and right now the Thunderbolts lead it 26-25 as we go to break. Back with our halftime show right after this. Thunderbolts basketball brought to you by Southern Colorado Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. Black Hills State University, Thunderbolts leading at 26-25 at halftime. Both teams have been streaky in this game. Thunderbolts had a 14-10 lead before Black Hills State scored the final 5 of the first quarter, led at 15-14. But then the Thunderbolts scored 6 in a row, led at 20-15. Black Hills State came back with 8 in a row, led at 23-20. Thunderbolts then 6 in a row to lead at 26-23 before the Yellow Jackets get the final hoop of the first half to cut it to 1, 26-25. And all in all, we're right about where we should be at the end of the first half. Molly Rohr with 10, Cunningham with 8 to lead the way for the Thunderbolts. A little more balance for Black Hills State is Siemens with 7, Erickson with 6, Bertram with 4. Get this update from Fox Sports. When we come back, we'll have the totals for you a little bit later on here at halftime. As we go to break again, Thunderbolts lead at 26-25. Thunderbolts basketball brought to you by Southern Colorado Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. Black Hills State University. Thunderbolts on top 26-25 in the first of our doubleheader. This is, of course, the women's game. Let's give you the numbers right now in this game. Thunderbolts being led by Molly Rohr, 5 of 8 from the field, 10 points. Katie Cunningham, 4 of 6 in the field. She has 8. Taylor Long, a couple field goals for 4. Anderson and Hine, a field goal each for 2. Thunderbolts 13 of 29. That's 45%. Did not hit a three-pointer in the first half. Did not get to the free throw line. I don't know. Sometimes I read these numbers and I just am amazed at myself here. For Black Hills State, they are led at halftime by Julia Siemens, who has 7. Keely Bertram and Rachel Erickson with 6 each. Switzer with 3. Messler with 2. They were 8 of 30 from the field. That's only 27%. 3 of 11, though, from downtown, 27%. 6 of 8 from the free throw line for 75%. Black Hills State out-rebounded the Thunderbolts 20-18 in the first half. They were led by Rich, who had 4. Hannah Cass off the bench also with 4 rebounds. 6 rebounds for Katie Cunningham, leads the way as usual. Rohr has 3. 8 assists for the Pack as Knaufel, Anderson, and Cunningham all with 2 apiece. 6 assists for Black Hills State, 2 of those for Siemens to lead the way in that category. Each team turned the ball over 11 times. Thunderbolts had 2 blocked shots officially. Rohr had 2. I think she had 3, but they credit her with 2. No block shots for Black Hills State. 6 steals for the Pack. Cunningham and Long with 2 each to lead the way there. Messler, Siemens, and Erickson all with 1 steal apiece for Black Hills. Biggest lead of the first half for the Thunderwolves was 5 when they led it 20-15. Biggest lead for Black Hills State was 4 when they led it at 10-6. Halftime score, 26-25. Thunderwolves on top. Back with the second half right after this. Thunderwolves basketball brought to you by Southern Colorado Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. Second half here. Black Hills State will get the ball first to start this second half. Remember the men's game to follow? A little over an hour from now. Had a couple finals already today in the RMAC in women's play. Thought came out before I had my sheet ready. Westminster defeated Mines 68-66. South Dakota Mines over New Mexico Highlands 86-47. So the ball's thrown in across the way here. Yellow Jackets moving right to left as we look at it here in this second half. Court side, right adjacent to the Thunderwolves bench, which is just down to our right. Here's a ball fed inside. And a little scoop shot up, no good, but the Yellow Jackets do get the rebound and they bank it in. Good play there by Katie Messler. She has 4. So that's our 7th lead change here of the game. And the Black Hills State Yellow Jackets lead it. Here is Csu-Pueblo driving to the hoop, and she draws the foul. So Thunderwolves going to get their first free throw opportunity of the ball game here. Makes you wonder if that was maybe a point of emphasis in the locker room. Said, hey, we got no free throws. That means we're not aggressive. Take the ball to the hoop, and that's what Csu-Pueblo did right there. So Anderson on the year, 78% free throw shooter. Thunderwolves as a team, 81%. They average 15 makes a game. So to get there, they're going to have to make 15 here in this second half. Wouldn't anticipate that, but it's not totally out of the question if you're aggressive. That ties the game up. That's our 6th tie of the game. One more for Anderson, and she hits it. It hit a lot of iron, but dropped through there. So it's 28-27. So that results in our 8th lead change of the game. That kind of gives you an idea of the way it's been here tonight. Even though we've had a game of big runs in this game, each run has gotten the thing tightened up again. That's the reason we have all the lead changes and all the ties in the game. Here's Bertram, goes down to the high post to Messler, feeds it outside. Erickson steps back, three-pointer on the way. They backed off her, missed it, but Cunningham somehow snares the rebound out of the sky with her left hand. Brings it across the timeline herself, whacked that outside. Spins with it, now goes to Roar, way outside the top of the key. Couple bounces and almost threw the ball away, but Long able to get a hand on it and save it on the sideline. Now she starts a drive in from the left, kicks it in the corner. Csu-Pueblo wide open for 3. Air ball. And rebound to Messler. Feed it up ahead. Onto the right side. Here comes Bertram. Shot blocked. Foul. No, offensive foul is the call. Oh, my. I did not see that coming. As they call the foul on Bertram. And Mark Knorr, up to protest that one, just puts his hands in his pocket and chews the gum a little bit stronger, and then talks to their radio guy. Cunningham brings it across the timeline. Dribbles to the top of the key. Thunderwolves lead it 28-27 here. Minute and a half into this third quarter. Cunningham kills the dribble, goes backdoor to Long. Ball deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Black Hills State. Fans don't like the call, and I think they've got a case there. Looked like Long last touched that with her right hand there as the ball was deflected, and then I thought Long tipped it, but the Thunderwolves get a call. See if they can take advantage of here. Here's Roar. Roar whacked that outside, gets rid of it to Cunningham, sets a screen. 2 on the shot clock. Cunningham steps back, left-hander, missed it. It was an air ball, rebounded as the shot clock expired, and back the other way comes Siemens. Siemens now on the right side. Erickson steps into it and is bumped and fouled by Csu-Pueblo Anderson. That's foul number 3 on Csu-Pueblo. And that means substitution is Knopfler going to have to check in here for Csu-Pueblo Anderson. So it'll be Black Hills State ball across the way, trailing it 28-27, 8:03 to go here in the third quarter. Erickson gets the ball into Siemens. Skips it left side to Bertram. Up top to Siemens. Now Erickson feeds it inside. Turning, facing, going up with the right hand, missing it. And the rebound to Hine. Gets the outlet pass to Cunningham. Cunningham now will bring it across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. Skips it over to the right side to Long. Little jab step. Doesn't do anything with it. Now starts a left-hand dribble. Skids to a stop. Nope, traveled. Well, when I said she skidded to a stop, that's exactly what the case was, and drug that pivot foot, and it's a travel call on the Thunderwolves. So the ball goes back over to the Yellow Jackets. Trailing it 28-27, 7.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Black Hills State, they're using the score in a lot of points, 74 per ball game, and they're being held down in this game. We'll see how that affects them as the game goes on. Here's a drive inside. Bertram pulls up, hits from about 10 feet. Good move there by Bertram. She has 6. Yellow Jackets got on top, 29-28. Our 9th lead change of the game. Long lobs it to Rohr. She's in the paint. Wheels, goes up with the left hand. Off the back iron, won't go. Cunningham had the rebound, has it ripped free. And the alternating possession, it'll belong to the Thunderwolves. That was quite a wrestling match there with Katie Messler. And the Thunderwolves get it on the alternating possession. Good job by Cunningham keeping this possession alive for the moment. Inbounds pass to Knaufel in the corner. Dribbles out of the corner. Now goes down low to Rohr. Or to Hine, rather. She goes to the left hand. Missed it. Ball loose. Cunningham has it. In trapping. Dribbles out of trouble. Feeds it to Long. In from the right. Layup good. A great pass from Cunningham. And Long has 6. 30-29. Thunderwolves back on top by 1. 10 lead changes now in the ball game. Here is Wenches. Now top to Siemens. To Wenches. Wide open. Long range 3. Swish. Wenches from way downtown makes it 32-30. 2-point lead for the Yellow Jackets. And Knaufel loses the ball in the corner. Just had the ball slip right through her fingers there on the sideline here. So it goes over to Black Hills State. Thunderwolves now with 12 turnovers here in this ball game. Here's Wenches up top to Siemens. Siemens works around a screen into the paint, and she just turns the ball right over to Knaufel. Knaufel back the other way. She's whacked at. Gets it across the timeline. Dribbles to the left wing. Now goes to Hine, and she's fouled. I mean, it's like they got to call every third foul here, or we just have a complete chaos out on the court. And what's funny is we got a guy sitting behind me here, just ref jockey, and inbounds pass to Long. Hands it to Rohr. Rohr backs her way in. Wheels goes up with the left-hand banker. Rims in and out. No good. And the rebound to Black Hills State. Feed up ahead on the left side to Erickson. And the ball knocked away and stolen by Knaufel. Has Rohr ahead of the field. Passes it to her, but has to chase it down. Can't do anything with it. Now backs her way in on the left side. Whacked at. No call, but bank with the left hand. I mean whacked, folks. Ties the game up at 32 apiece. 6th time the game has been tied. Make it the 7th time. Game's been tied here tonight. 32 apiece. Here's Erickson. Drives down the lane. Running left-hand scoop. Missed it. Then rebound to Hine. Hands it off to Cunningham. Cunningham fires it ahead. Right side. Long's open. Drives in from the right. Goes up with a scoop. Left it short. And the rebound to Cass. Cass ahead to Siemens. Siemens on the left side. Stops and pops for 3. It's no good. Rebound. Hine has it. She is manhandled. Gets rid of it. Gets it ahead to Long. Long across the timeline. In from the left. Now cut off on the baseline. Goes outside to Hine. Lobs it to Rohr. Rohr backs her way in. Goes up with the right hand. Left it short. And the rebound. Ahead. In from the right. Stopping is Wenches. Can't get the shot off. Feeds it outside to Siemens. Siemens now to Erickson. High post. Turnaround jumper on the way. Swish. It's like they're glad to give that shot to the high post, but Rich takes advantage of it and hits it. Makes it 34-32. Black Hills State by 2, and we've got a equipment problem here. Is a shoelace untied here for Black Hills State, and they allow Lindsey Rich to retie it. And it's media timeout with the whistle. 4:24 to go here in the third quarter. Black Hills State leads at 34-32. Thunderwolves basketball brought to you by Southern Colorado Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. 34-32, Black Hills State by 2. 4:24 to go here in the third quarter. Thunderwolves basketball. Thunderwolves have yet to hit a three-pointer in this game. Black Hills State has hit 4. Cunningham on the right wing. Dribbles into the corner. That's a chance for trap right there for Black Hills State, but they elect not to. Cunningham keeps the dribble alive, dribbles into the paint, goes up with a runner on the way, no good. Hine had the rebound, but lost it, and picked up out of there by Wenches. Wenches brings it across the timeline on the fly. Pulls up, lost the ball. Loose and taken away by Anderson, who's back in the ballgame. Fires it ahead to Knavel. Ball batted away at the last minute. Good defensive play there by Cortez Standing Bear, preventing an easy two. As Knavel was ahead of the field open, but the pass not quite there in time for Knavel to be able to secure it and hit it. And plus, it didn't help that Standing Bear deflected it out of bounds. Inbounds pass to Rohr. Outside now to Csu-Pueblo, playing with those 3 fouls. Starts to drive to the free throw line. Kicks it outside. Cunningham fakes the 3. Drives to the baseline. Now moves in. Banks it up. Good. Cunningham faked like she's going to wheel and go back outside. Instead turned and came right down the left baseline and hits. Ties the game up at 34 apiece. Here's Wenches. Has the ball deflected, but it goes right to Black Hills State, and the layup good. That was very fortunate. Timeout taken by Black Hills State off the made bucket. So timeout on the court. This is a bonus 30-second timeout here. 3:31 to go in the third quarter. Thunderwolves down by 2. Thunderwolves basketball brought to you by Southern Colorado Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. A little fortunate on last possession. The Thunderwolves had the ball knocked free, but it dropped right into the hands of Rich, and she turned and hit. What a competitive game we've had here. 11 lead changes. We've had 8 ties in the game. Also been a game of pretty good runs for both teams. Thunderwolves have had an 8-0 run, a couple of 6-0 runs. Black Hills State, they've had as many as an 8-0 run in this game. Also a 5-0 and a 6-0 run. Could be the team that gets the next big run in this game. Might just turn out to win it. Here's Cunningham. Goes left side to Anderson. Dribbles around a screen to the top. Oh, that's an offensive foul. An illegal screen set out front by Kaya Adams. She didn't have to do it. She set the pick, and then she followed through with the little two-hander. (36-34). Black Hills State leads it by 2. Wenches and loses the ball. Dribbles it right off her foot out of bounds. So a turnover gives it right back to the Thunderwolves here. 15 turnovers now for Black Hills State. Thunderwolves have turned it over 13 times. Here's Cunningham at the top of the key. Goes the right side to Knavel. Knavel works around a double team, but a reach-in foul here on Black Hills State. For as much as we've had in this ball game, for that one to be called, it's kind of unusual. And that's why the fans kind of erupt behind us here. That's what'll drive you nuts when you're a fan watching the ball game. When you get all the calls, and then when one goes against you, then you get upset. Here's a feed into the corner to Cunningham. Lobs it down low to Rohr. Backs her way into the paint. Nice dish to Adams. Goes up. Shot blocked, though, and the rebound to Cunningham. Cunningham feeds it off to Rohr. Goes up with the left hand. Missed it. Rebound to Adams, and she banks it in. Sakaya stayed with it. Gets her first bucket of the game. Ties the game up at 36 apiece. 9th tie of the game. Feed underneath. Open. Wheeling. Shot. Good. Somehow getting it up over Rohr that time. The bucket good for Rich. She has 4. 38-36. Left side. Anderson with it. Whacked at. Foul called on Black Hills State. And the foul called on Abby Switzer. That puts Black Hills State over the limit, but we've got first media timeout. Well, now the officials discussing things. Well, we're going to take a quick 30 here. 2:22 to go in the third quarter. Thunderwolves down by 2. Thunderwolves basketball brought to you by Southern Colorado Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. Team timeout. It's an official's timeout as they want to go to the videotape. They're probably wanting to look to see if Sue Anderson threw an elbow after being whacked at out front here, is my guess. Now they turn the screen away from them. They don't want me to see, to do a little editorializing, but I'm going to lean over and watch anyway. As the ball came in to Anderson. I'm not sure what that isn't the play they were looking at. They were looking at some other play here. Now they're coming back over. They're going to look at it again. This is some other play from earlier they're watching. Oh, I see. It was away from the ball. One of the Yellow Jackets ended up on the seat of her, on her back underneath. They're wondering if one of the Thunderwolves may have thrown her down there or elbowed her to get that call. That would be a stretch. It's like they're watching about 10 ants run around. I don't know how they can determine anything. No way you can go full screen with that, huh? So now the officials are talking it over here out at the center circle. I thought for a moment they might be reviewing the last call when Csu was fouled. At the end of the call, she kind of put elbow, I thought, but it was because the player got up close to her. So now here comes the explanation here. They may be calling some kind of flagrant foul against the Thunderwolves on a play that happened earlier. They're going to bring both coaches in here. See if we can. They're talking so quietly, plus with the music going, we can't quite get into the huddle there and see what's going on here. Curtis Lloyd's okay with the explanation. Mark Knorr, he says, yeah, I'm all right. What the heck? He says, just give me something later, will you? That's why he has the little extended conversation with the number one suspect, Jessica Fortner. I do interpretive reporting, folks. And at the line, it'll be Csu Anderson. So nothing comes of it other than losing about 4 minutes out of our lives. It'll be Csu at the line to shoot a pair here. 2 for 2 from the stripe tonight. She has the only 2 free throws in the game for the Thunderwolves and misses the first. She'll have one more. Second toss up and hits a lot of iron, but drops through there. So 1 out of 2 on this trip for Csu. Makes it 38-37. Black Hills State with a 1-point lead. Thunderwolves a little bit of full court pressure. Not much, though. They weren't totally committed to it. Now they settle into a little trap. Here's a feed into the corner. Open for 3 is Black Hills State. They miss it. The rebound to Knaufel off the miss by Switzer. Knaufel brings it across the timeline. Angles to the right wing. Hands it off to Cunningham. She's trapped, but dribbles out of it. Now she'll yo-yo the ball outside as we are under 2 minutes to go now here in this third quarter. Knaufel lobs it down low to Rohr. Back to Knaufel. She sets and fires for 3. In and out, no good. Push-off foul underneath on Cunningham as she shoved to the deck. Black Hills State players, and now getting up, I see who it is. It's Danielle Noble, the transfer, playing in her first action of the year. Northern Colorado. So it's Black Hills State ball. Thunderwolves again will go with a little full court pressure here. They get the ball inbounded to Erickson. Erickson kills the dribble. Now hands it off to Noble. Back to Erickson. Erickson across the timeline. And they break the pressure. Now back pass to Erickson. Erickson gives it to Siemens. Shot clock down to 15. Siemens kills the dribble. In a bit of trouble. Now feeds it off at the free throw line. Oh, wide open on the baseline and driving in. That's got to be an offensive foul. No, they call a block on Csu Anderson. And the bucket counts. Fourth foul on Csu Anderson. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Lindsay Rich at the line, the chance to complete the three-point play, and she missed it badly. And the rebound chased down by Hine in the corner. That was god-awful. Here's Cunningham bringing it across the timeline. That's why you got to fight through it. That's why it's tough to win on the road, folks. Here's Anderson at the top of the key. Dribbles down the lane, goes up, missed it, and she drew the foul. They had to call it because she was decked. They didn't want to. They waited till the shot was missed, and then they whistled the foul. And the foul called on Siemens. So 2 more free throws for Csu. Free throw up and good. Anderson with 4. It's 40-38. One more for the senior out of Vancouver, Washington. Spins it up and in. Now Csu will come out of the ball game playing with those 4 personal fouls. Taylor Long back in now for the Pack. Full court pressure off the made free throws. A minute to go in the third quarter. Black Hills State leads at 40-39. They break the pressure. Feed into the corner and drive in. Shot missed. Rebound to Rohr. Gets the outlet pass to Cunningham. Cunningham across the timeline for the Pack. Dribbles to the right wing. Directing traffic. Hands it off to Long. Long walked with the ball after she took the ball. And Curtis Lloyd tells you did. That was an easy call traveling on the Thunderwolves. Each team with 14 turnovers in the game. 40 seconds to go. Thunderwolves down 1. Black Hills State with the ball. Siemens feeds it up top. Now they go right side to Siemens. Siemens yo-yoing the ball there. These teams will be right back in action next week at Massari Arena. Here's Erickson. Dribbles the left wing. Kills the dribble in a bit of trouble. 8 on the shot clock. Ball deflected. Comes right back to Siemens. She's in trouble. Loose on the deck, but picks it up. Throws up a running right-hander. Missed it and gets the rebound now. Will dribble it out of there. Hands it off. Shot down the lane. Missed. Rebound to Black Hills State again. Almost travel. They get rid of it. Shot on the way. No good. Cunningham with a rebound. 5 seconds to go. Cunningham gets it ahead to Long. He'll have a chance. Shot at the buzzer. Short. And the rebound to Cunningham, but after the buzzer sound. So we played 3 from the Newman Center here on the campus of Black Hills State. The home team will take a 1-point lead into the fourth quarter. Thunderwolves basketball brought to you by Southern Colorado Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. Talked about it all night. We've had 11 lead changes. The game's been tied on 9 different occasions. If you're wondering, Thunderwolves this year 1-3 when trailing after 3 quarters. So we'll see if they can tighten that trend up a little bit here. They trail at 40-39. Black Hills State gets the ball first to start this fourth quarter. They move it right to left. Here's a travel call as they fed it to the high post, and Hannah Cass, or no, that wasn't Hannah Cass, beg your pardon. That was Lindsey Rich who committed the travel. Now we got another shoelace problem. Second time this has happened tonight for Black Hills State. There you go. You got to go with the double loop. All right. Thunderwolves ball here. Chance to get this lead here. Cunningham working in the backcourt. Picked up full court pressure. It's man-to-man pressure, though. She gets it across the timeline. Now they spring a trap on her, and they call a blocking foul outside on Siemens. These fans are well schooled. They go nuts anytime there's a call against them. Maybe kind of like yours truly when a call goes against the Pack, huh? Here's Hine. Kills the dribble. Gets rid of it to Long. Now to Hine at the top of the key. One bounce. Hands it off to Knoppel. One bounce. Gets it into the corner to Rohr. Not where you want Molly playing in the corner. Now there's a feed inside. Another foul on Black Hills State. That foul will be on Erickson as she was holding Hine away from the ball there. So 2 quick fouls against the home team here. So Thunderwolves ball inbounded to Rohr. Rohr gives it off to Cunningham. Cunningham directing traffic. They're trying to find Hine down on the block as she's posting up. And now another foul on Black Hills State as they're holding Hine. That's 3 quick team fouls. And this foul will be called on Hannah Cass. And they just hope they're not getting him out of the way early here. There's a team foul count now 3-0. Inbounds pass comes into Cunningham. Now down low to Hine. Wheels goes up with the left hand and banks it in. Lauren Hine finally got some room underneath there and hits it. She has 4 Thunderwolves back on top. 41-40. Thunderwolves a full court pressure. They knock the ball loose. It's on the deck, but somehow Black Hills State comes up with it. Now they give the ball to Cass. Cass works around a screen and loss of reach-in foul on the Thunderwolves. That'll foul will be on Long. Nope, they're going to call on Katie Cunningham. Beg your pardon. Foul number 3 on Katie on the reach. Bertram checks back in, and Rich out of there for Black Hills State. It's 41-40. Thunderwolves by 1. 8:48 to go here in this fourth quarter. Ball on the right side. Ball deflected. Chased down by Bertram. Now to Siemens. Siemens backs out of there. Now gives it off to Bertram. 17 on the shot clock here. Now to Siemens. She dribbles around the screen, reverses to the free throw line, dishes off here down the lane. That looked like a travel. No call. Shot goes up, hits the back of the shooting apparatus. Evidently deflected by the Thunderwolves. 8 on the shot clock here for Black Hills State. Inbounds pass lobbed way outside to Bertram. Now onto the right side. Here's a drive in by Wenches. Shot blocked by Rohr, and she gets the rebound. Outlet pass to Cunningham. Defensive player of the year, the Armac, does her thing. Ahead, here's Knopfel for 3. No, Thunderwolves still haven't hit a 3 in this game. Rebound, though, to the pack. Rohr with it. Down underneath the Knopfel. Turnaround on the way. Short. Rebound to Hine. In traffic, goes up strong and banks it in. Lauren Hine has 6. And it's 43-40. 3-point lead feels like a 10-point lead here. And timeout taken by Black Hills State with 7:54 to go in the fourth quarter. Thunderwolves by 3. Thunderwolves basketball brought to you by Southern Colorado Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. 43-40. Thunderwolves lead it by 3. It'll be Black Hills State with the basketball here. 26 on the shot clock. 7:54 to go here in the fourth quarter. Ball inbounded to Wenches. Good. Dribbles to the right wing. Kills the dribble now. Now into the corner. They go down on the block. Double team, though. Ball's loose on the deck. Squirts out of there. But again, Black Hills State seems like they're getting every loose ball. 3-pointer on the wing. Shot no good. They get another rebound. That's got to be traveling. As securing the rebound that time was Hannah Cass, but she kind of fell backwards. And they call her for the travel. So Thunderwolves now leading by 3 with the ball here. They face a little full court pressure here. They get it ahead to Long. They break the pressure. Long on the left wing. Dribbles out of a trap situation. Now comes over right side to Knopfel. Knopfel getting some extended minutes. Csu on the bench with 4 fouls. Here's Cunningham looking down low to Rohr. On the block. Feeds it to Hine. Hine dribbles all the way to the hoop. Running left-hander up and in. Lauren Hine with 8. She has all 6 points for the Thunderwolves here in this fourth quarter. 45-40. Here's a drive to the hoop. Running left-hander, no. Traveling is another call here on Hannah Cass. She took the extra step on her way to the hoop, and she gets a ticket to the bench. Is back in there. Comes the transfer, Danielle Noble. So now the Thunderwolves leading by 5. This matches their biggest lead of the game when it was 20-15. They break the pressure. Long now looking for a screen out front. Dribbles to the top of the key. Takes the 3-pointer. Got it! Taylor Long, the first triple of the game for the Thunderwolves. They lead it 48-40. Their biggest lead of the game. How can they keep up the defensive intensity? Do they reach in and call the foul? Nope, they're going to call traveling. And some of the fans here are now getting a little incensed. So the Thunderwolves had the trap situation. Hine reached in to try to grab the ball, but evidently shuffling the feet there, Black Hills State player. Buzzer sounds, but the play's already in action, so you continue. Cunningham brings it across the timeline. Thunderwolves lead it 48-40. Cunningham dribbles to the right wing. That's going to be an offensive foul on Cunningham. She got 2 for the price of 1 there. Decked one player and then was a little out of control and decked another. 4th foul on Cunningham.
22, get up! 22, get up! Get up!
6:27 to go. There's an eternity to go. Boy, you hate to see Katie pick up another quick one here and foul out of this ball game. She does so much for the Thunderwolves. Might have to get her out of there for a stint here. It looks like Csu-Pueblo's going to get up. She's going to check in with those 4 fouls. So Curtis Lloyd wants some experience still out there. They break the pressure. Thunderwolves trying to trap at any chance they get. Siemens way outside with it. Goes to the high post. Turn, face. Get rid of it to Siemens. Whistle, a foul away from the ball. This may be number 5 on Cunningham right here, away from the basketball. And indeed it is. Katie Cunningham is fouled out of the game, a foul away from the ball. They didn't get her out of there in time, so now it'll be Csu to check in. Curtis Lloyd trying to buy an extra little bit of time there. He gets 30 seconds after the foul out, but since Csu-Pueblo was already the bench, here's a drive to the hoop. Shot missed! And the rebound to Hine. She's whacked at and fouled in the backcourt. Boy, Curtis Lloyd preaches toughness, and that's what you've got to be in this environment. Black Hills State, they're a very aggressive ball club. They reach, they claw, always trying to get that loose ball. And when you secure a rebound, you have to secure it. Here's feet down low to Rohr. Back pass, and fouled is Hine on her way to the hoop. And a foul on Black Hills State on Wenches. That's her third. Now send Lauren Hine to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Thunderbolts have scored 11 in a row in this game. All 9 here in the fourth quarter. Lead it 48-40. Hine, if she could hit a pair, get the Thunderbolts ahead double figures. Free throw up and good. Hine with 9. Lauren, 86% free throw shooter on the year. She'll have one more. And gets the, not to get the roll. The ball bounces off the rim and is picked up by Black Hills State. Quickly back the other way. They break out. Here's Siemens. Quick fire 3 on the way. Off the iron, no good. And Hine hustles back and gets the rebound, and she is fouled and rips the ball free. You got to be careful. Don't want to throw an elbow and get an intentional foul call when you do secure that rebound. But that's what you got to. It's kind of a double-edged sword, isn't it? When you're being whacked at, you get a rebound to secure it. And now Curtis Lloyd just preaching right now to Lauren Hine. Said, don't swing the elbows. Keep your elbows tight to your side and then kind of move side to side. So Hine to the free throw line to shoot another pair. First toss on the way and missed it off the back iron. She'll have one more here. Lauren trying to calm herself down here. The adrenaline flowing here, as you can imagine. Second toss up, and she got that one. So 1 out of 2 again on this trip. And the Thunderwolves lead it 50-40. First double-figure lead of the night for either ball club. Pressure. Ball comes loose, but it comes right to Wenches. Now to Erickson. Erickson lobs it to the high post. Backing into the lane. Feed it to the baseline, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Thunderwolves. 5:23 to go here in this fourth quarter. Black Hills State has yet to score in this fourth quarter on their home court. Inbounds pass to Knaufel. Full court pressure here. Knaufel with a couple dribbles. Now goes a little crossover move. Gets it across the timeline. They look to Trapper. Gets rid of it. Gets it along wide open. Is Rohr on the baseline. Backs her way in and lost control of the ball. No call there. And Curtis Lloyd beside himself with that one. Back the other way comes Black Hills State. Here's Wenches. Now up top to Siemens. Siemens dribbles around a screen to the free throw line outside. Three-pointer on the way. Swish. Up and good by Wenches. She has 8, her second triple of the game. 50-43. We'll see if Black Hills State can shoot themselves back in the game here. Here's Long. Trapped. Gets rid of it to Knaufel. Into the corner to Long. Drives the baseline. Goes up and doesn't get it to drop. No call. She was decked. I think the officials assumed the ball was going to go in. Back the other way comes Siemens. Holds things up. Now hands it off to Wenches. Back to Siemens. She's going to jack another 3. This one's short. Rebound loose to the baseline. Goes out of bounds. It'll belong to the Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts dodge a bullet there. If that 3 goes in, the lead's down to 4, and that's how quickly it can evaporate. So now the Thunderbolts ahead by 7, have the basketball with 4:22 to go here in the fourth quarter. Inbounds pass to Knaufel. They're playing without their floor general, Katie Cunningham, who's fouled out. Knaufel gets rid of it, lobs across court to Long. Moves in, now goes down low to Rohr. Rohr backs her way into the paint, goes up with the right-hand hook, left it short. Csu-Pueblo saves it, but it comes right back in to Black Hills State. They're going to run the other way. They got a 4-on-2 breakout. In from the right is Wenches. Feeds it outside. Shot on the way. Missed it. Rebound. Rohr had it. Lost it. Loose on the deck. They reach in. Are they going to call a foul on the Thunderwolves here? Of course they are. Foul number 2 on Molly Rohr.
I know they fouled. Too much, if you ask me. Too much.
And here Here's Wenches going to inbound the ball on the baseline. Lobs it in to Messler. Messler turns, faces, going to launch the 15-footer. It's no good. Rebound to Csu on the baseline. 3:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Ahead now to Long. Long across the timeline. A couple more hoops that kind of secure this thing here, wouldn't it? Here's Knaufel. Dribbles around a screen. Another screen to the left wing. Into the corner to Anderson. Pulls up. Can't get the shot off. Lobs it cross court. Loose to Rohr. Rohr whacked at. Now drives the baseline. Goes up through trapping. Draws the foul. Yeah. You got to call every fourth one. So it'll be Molly Rohr to the free throw line. Sometimes you leave the man in stripes no other choice than to have to call a foul on the home team. Rohr's free throw up and good. 51-43. That's why you got to stay strong there, Curtis. One more for Molly Rohr. On the way. Got it. Rohr with 14. It's 52-43. Thunderwolves by 9. Back the other way. Black Hills State with it. 3:15 to go here in this fourth quarter. All outside. Into the corner. Faking, moving in Wenches. Now goes up top to Siemens. Ball knocked. Oh, a foul called on Taylor Long. Looked like she had the clear steal there. Foul called on Long will send Black Hills State to the free throw line. And it'll be Cortez Standing Bear. First trip to the line here. 89% free throw shooter. Takes your time. Flips it up with the right hand and gets it to roll. 52-44. One more for Cortez Standing Bear. She's out of Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Second toss, no good. Rare miss there. And the rebound to Hine. So Thunderwolves with it here with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, leading it by 8. Here's Long, dribbles around a screen into the corner. They look to trap when they get a chance. They lob it cross court, and Knaufel lost it. It's loose on the deck, but somehow Csu has it, and she's fouled. As Csu had the ball secured, and falling and hitting her was Katie Messler. Another one of those calls you just had to make. And that'll send Csu to the free throw line. Csu with 7 points tonight, 5 out of 6 from the stripe. Free throw up, short. Csu on the year, 78% free throw shooter. Second toss, hits the front iron and bounces through there. So 1 out of 2. And the Thunder will steal the inbounds. Hine misses, gets her own rebound, lobs it outside, saves the possession, and Csu will back out of there with it. It's 53-44. As Taylor Long stole the inbound. Here's Anderson down the lane, into the corner. Knaufel for 3. Got it! Jenna Knaufel from downtown makes it 56-44. Thunderwolves by 12. What a fourth quarter they played here tonight. Here's a drive in by Cass. Feeds it outside. Ball knocked away from behind by Csu into the corner and then dribbled off the foot out of bounds by Bertram. It belongs to the Thunderwolves. Credit Csu Anderson there. Very aggressive. .2:16 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 56-44. Defensive clinic here. Only giving up 4 points in this quarter. Here's Long. Thought about the 3. Wouldn't take it. Clock starting to become your opponent here. I don't think she would have been in the doghouse had she launched it there. She was so open. Here's Csu. She moves in. 3-pointer on the way. It's off the back iron. No good. And the rebound belongs to Black Hills State. But they deflect and steal it. As Long altered the pass and Knaufel was there to take it away. Not sure who they'll credit with the steal there. Here's Csu, whacked at, and timeout taken by the Thunderwolves. 1:42 to go here in the fourth quarter. Pack leads at 56-44. 30-second timeout. Thunderwolves basketball brought to you by Southern Colorado Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. 12 here with 1:42 to go in in the fourth quarter. They'll have the basketball. Csu-Pueblo triggered in. Lobs it into Hine. Right back to Csu-Pueblo, and she'll back out of there. 17 on the shot clock. Doesn't look like Black Hills State going to foul. Hine goes left side to Knaufel. Down inside to Rohr. Nice dish to Hine. In for the left layup. Good, and a foul. It'll count. Lauren Hine. What a second half she's had. What a fourth quarter she's had. 10 points here in the fourth quarter alone. 12 in the game. And a chance for the three-point play here. On the way. Missed it. And coming out of there with it, they throw the ball away as Csu-Pueblo makes the steal. Thunderbolt's just been so aggressive here in this fourth quarter. Wreaking havoc here against this Black Hills State ball club. Here's a foul outside on Erickson as she whacked Knaufel. So Knaufel will go to the free throw line. Well, Knaufel has one of the three-pointers here in this fourth quarter. Thunderbolts only hit 2 all night, but they've both been in this quarter and part of this big-time run. Free throw up. No good. One more for Knaufel. Knaufel kind of surprising me. Only a 38% free throw shooter right now. 3 of 8 on the year. She'll have one more. Hits that one. So it's 59-44. Minute 10 to go here in the fourth quarter. Here's a drive to the hoop. Running left-hander good. And timeout taken by Black Hills State after Erickson hits the bucket. She now has a timeout on the court. It's a 30-second timeout. Thunderbolts lead it by 13. Thunderbolts basketball brought to you by Southern Colorado Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. Timeout. Long whacked at in the backcourt and a foul on Black Hills State. It's like we're working a blocking sled here, and you gotta hold your ground. Gotta hold your ground, and it'll be Long to the free throw line. The scorers table taking a beating here from Curtis Lloyd. Very aggressive, and he's a big guy, so when he gets up and pushes on it, it'll end up in your lap if you're not ready. Free throw by Taylor off the back iron, no good. Thunderbolts, that's the only thing keeping this game relatively close, I guess you'd say, is all their missed free throws here in this fourth quarter. They've missed now 5 in the quarter. And Long hits the second, so she reaches double figures. She has 10. 60-46. Thunderbolts could have wilted when Katie Cunningham went to the bench with that 5th personal foul, but they haven't. Here's a three-pointer up top, and it's good by Wenches. And she has a mini little celebration. 60-49. Thunderbolts by 11. Here's Knaufel into the corner behind, now back out to Csu-Pueblo. Down to 45 seconds to go. Now to Long. Long dribbles into the corner. Black Hills State electing not to foul. They're just playing as hard defense as they can without fouling. Now here's Csu-Pueblo. Now to the baseline. Rohr wheels, goes up with the left hand, left it short. Hine with another rebound, feeds it outside to Knaufel, and the Thunderbolts can just hold it now as the shot clock is off. Curtis Lloyd celebrating with his ball club along the bench. What a great win this is. They're just going to dribble it out here. We'll have a chance to talk to him in our Thunder Zone Pizza and Tap House post-game show. Talk to Lauren Hine as well as our post-game guest with this great fourth quarter she had. That's it. Thunderbolts win it 60-49. Stay tuned. The Thunder Zone Pizza and Tap House post your way next. Thunderbolts win it 60-49. Thunderbolts basketball brought to you by Southern Colorado Fleet and Service on Fox Sports Pueblo. Post-game show here from the Young Center here on the campus of Black Hills State University. Thunderbolts win it 60-49. What a ball game it was for the Pack. They trailed it 40-39 heading into the fourth quarter, but they opened up with the first 11 points of the fourth quarter to lead it 50-40, fueled by the great play of Lauren Hine, who will be our star of the game here momentarily. Got their first three-pointer of the ball game in that stretch as well by Taylor Long. Knaufel hit a big three-pointer as late. Thunderbolts only had 2 three-pointers all night, but they all came in the fourth quarter, and Thunderbolts end up outscoring them 21-9 in the fourth quarter to win the game 60-49. We'll have more. It's all coming your way next. Thunder Zone Pizza and Tap House post-game show on Fox Sports Pueblo. Campus Black Hills State University. Thunderwolves win the ball game 60 to 49. What a game we had here tonight. Ended up with 12 lead changes, 9 ties in all in the game here tonight. Thunderwolves trailed to the end of one, 15 to 14. Got the lead with a 6-0 run, 20 to 15. But then Black Hills State, an 8-0 run, led at 23 to 20. Thunderwolves bounced back 6 in a row. You get the idea the way the first half went. But in between those runs, we had a lot of periods back and forth play. Thunderwolves led at 26-25 at the end of third. Much the same continued. It was back and forth the whole fourth quarter. Eventually, the Thunderwolves trailed at 40 to 39 at the end of 3 quarters, but they opened up the fourth quarter on to continue a run. Scored the first 11 points of the fourth quarter. It would cap a 13-0 run. They led at 50 to 40. Black Hills State would get it back within 7 at 50 to 43 after they had a 3-point bucker. Thunderwolves ended at 52 to 43 after a couple of free throws. Another free throw for Black Hills State made it 52 to 44. But then the Thunderwolves ripped off 7 in a row to lead it 59 to 44 to put this game away, and they end up winning it 60 to 49. Leading scorers in the game tonight: Molly Rohr, as usual, 14 points. Hine with 12, 10 of those coming in the fourth quarter. Cunningham and Long with 10 apiece. Anderson with 8. Knaufel 4. Adams with 2. Nobody in double figures tonight for Black Hills State. Wenches ends up with 9 to lead the way. Thunderwolves were 23 of 58 from the field. That's 40%. 18 of 59 was Black Hills State. That's 31%. Thunderwolves only 2 of 11 from downtown, but those 2 came in the fourth quarter. 6 of 20 was Black Hills State. Thunderwolves 12 of 19 from the line. Black Hills State 7 for 11. Thunderwolves out-rebounded them 41 to 38 as Hine had 12. Cunningham with 11 to lead the way there. 17 turnovers for Csu-Pueblo. 24 tonight for Black Hills State. 3 block shots all by Molly Rohr. Thunderwolves ended up with 11 steals tonight. 3 of those by Knaufel. Cunningham, Long, Anderson, and Hine all with 2 steals apiece. Thunderwolves win it 60 to 49. Back after this timeout, we'll talk to the head coach. That'll be Curtis Lloyd. He'll come your way next. Thunderwolves win it 60 to 49 here on the Thunder Zone Pizza and Tap House postgame show on Fox Sports Pueblo. Thunderwolves win the ball game 60 to 49, and joining us now, our star of the game, Lauren Hine. And kind of game that she had to be frustrated at all night, I would think, with all the aggressive play, being whacked at, clawed at, scratched. You probably got a marks on. One time you looked at your hand with all the welts. But in the fourth quarter, the team just climbed on board your back, it seemed like, and just kicked it up a notch there. What a great fourth quarter for the club.
Yeah, I think it was just a mentality where we were like, we're not losing this game. And I think the whole game was obviously very physical. And so we just came out, we're like, we're not going to get bullied anymore. We're just going to come out hard and really take it to them.
I would think at halftime when you get in there and the coaches say, hey, we haven't gone to the free throw line in this ball game. Now, maybe we're not getting some calls, but we got to be more aggressive. And it seemed like the club, particularly in the fourth quarter, more aggressive.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that we just were driving more and just going up strong and strong fouls where it was just, you can't not call it. So we were making the refs make that call for us. So
sometimes you have to do that, don't you? Just say, hey, they got to call that one.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
And then you overcome as well in that fourth quarter. When Katie Cunningham leaves the game, your floor general, sometimes that can really knock you for a loop, but it seemed like you guys got stronger when she left.
Yeah, I think Katie's amazing, and we're better with her. And when she left, I think it was just kind of us saying, hey, we got to win this for ourselves, for Katie, for everyone that is on this team, and just we have to do it now, and we're not losing, and we just had that mentality.
Well, it's a great way to start the post-break run here, I guess you'd say, to get this 7th win in conference, stay undefeated in conference play. You don't want to come after Christmas and lose the ball game, especially on the road like this, so it's got to feel good.
Yeah, it definitely does. And the RMAC changes every day. There's everyone is good, and you can't underestimate anyone. And so this is just another step towards where we want to be.
All right, tell everybody hello. Hello,
hey,
Loomis.
Guys.
There she is, the star of the game, the Thunder Zone Pizza and Tap House star of the game. We'll come back. We'll talk to Curtis Lloyd right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo. Post-game show, and joining us now, head coach Curtis Lloyd. And Kurt, I'm going to tell you, I'm kind of beaming. That was a great effort in that fourth quarter. The ball club, that was a tight ball play. And in the fourth quarter, you guys just earned a great road victory, I think.
You know, we did. We talked about coming into the game, you know, like pregame, coming in with that defensive mindset. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to ride the wave of these seniors and these juniors that I have, because they've won a lot of games. But I got to tell you, that fourth quarter, when Katie went out, we did not hesitate. We did not falter. We did not, because the initial thing was having somebody's back, playing for one another. And I think we got better.
You might have. Don't tell Katie that.
I'm not going to say that to her, but
I already did.
But I just think that intensity went up, you know, of trying to have her back.
Well, in that fourth quarter, you guys come out, and we talked about before we came on here, sometimes you got to earn the respect maybe on the road of the official, and I thought you guys did that. You didn't wilt under immense pressure, and then you took it to them.
Right. Well, we had to, because we're on the road. Right. You know, we have to force, you know, the officials to call something, you know, and it is what it is, but I like the mindset of my kids, you know, coming out and staying aggressive. You know, I told them early that, you know, everybody has a little holiday ham still underneath that rib right there. So, you know, it's going to take a few minutes to, you know, just kind of get back to where he was. But I'm so proud of him.
We'll talk about our star of the game, Lauren High, in that fourth quarter. She more or less took it under her. Hey, crawl on my back. We'll do it. And you like that from your post players?
Well, yeah, having the double-double, and she even got 3 offensive rebounds, which was key because they really don't give up anything offensively, and that really took them a little bit out of their offense. And I think we shook them a little bit because they started making mistakes, and we just stayed even keel. And that's what I appreciate about this team, and trying to just, you know, keeping the philosophy the same. Everything is consistent, because now I think this team is on a routine, and we're just going to try and go with it all the way till the end.
All right, congratulations. Big victory. Hey, I'll see you on the bus. 8 hours. You ready? All right, there is the head coach, Curtis Lloyd of the Thunderbolts. Back with Ralph Turner right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Go Wolfpack.
Did you know